All my days is about to start, you know. It's your boy Sam JJ for June. I'll explain later, you know what I'm saying? Back with another reaction video. We're reacting to Louaista's video on how T-Pain exposed the music industry. I'm excited for this, man. Like, I genuinely love Louaista and his channel and his videos. You know what I'm saying? No more.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
If you enjoyed that intro, I'm gonna keep rhyming because there's no way I'm on. Just stick to the flipping plot and get to the point.
Innovators in any field are sometimes hated in their own time, and one man who knows all about that is T-Pain. Breaking out of Tallahassee with an unheard of auto-tune sound, it took no time before he had an undeniable presence in the game.
You know, back
He
then,
does have his own name.
Music out there, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I was the music Jesus, man. You want to get saved, come to the church of T-Pain, and I'll slam you a hook on there, and I'll make sure you're good for at least 3 more years. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
He is one of them hook. One of them hook. If I could swear, you know what I would have said. But yeah, he is one of them hook, and like that's a very good, I'm saying, career to have in music. Very good
Once
role.
seen as a man who is destroying music, T-Pain has survived everything,
Destroying
from being
music,
universally despised by other artists, all the way through to bankruptcy, and lived to tell the tale.
Usher was my friend. He was like, nah, man, you really fucked up music for real singers. Literally at that point.
Oh, was he like one of the first people to use auto-tune or something? Yeah.
I couldn't listen.
And while he may be seen as a success today, he's not afraid to let the public know about the pitfalls of the recording business and the many ways in which it's all an illusion.
But yeah, Bruce Streets as well.
From the public.
Everybody's
hold on.
In which it's all an illusion.
Cool out, did you guys over this losing? Nobody's your brother.
That is kept shrouded from the public.
Everybody's your brother while they can use you. Everybody. Everybody is your brother while they can use you.
It's your boy Louaista,
Facts,
and this is how T-Pain exposed the music industry. Initially brought into the industry as a member of the Florida's Nappy Heads crew, T-Pain had been toying with music production since he was at the tender age of 10. Soon realized that he was going to get lost in the shuffle of an endless array of local MCs. Realizing that he wanted to be a singer instead of a rapper because everybody in Tallahassee was rapping, T-Pain's life forever altered its course the day that he heard one studio tool that he'd become the king of.
It was Jennifer Lopez. It was the Dark Tower remix of If You Had My Love, and I heard she used it for like 2 seconds. That's exactly what I want to sound like.
Nah, that's a
and
bad
I went
one.
on like a year and a half search for it. I didn't know what it was called, and then I walked right up on it. Goddamn auto-tune.
Once it was heard on his debut single, I'm Sprung, the robotic vocals that he incorporated into his music became a staple of what was then the hip-hop and R&B landscape. However, there was a misconception that Pain used it as a crutch to make up for his lack of vocal talent, when in fact, he enlisted it as a stylistic element to his music, and would prove it years later when he finally unveiled his real voice in all its glory on The Masked Singer. But long before he was capable of proving that, T-Pain was the poster boy for a sound that received a potent mixture of love and hate from fans and other musicians alike. And without realizing it, this would be the first way that T-Pain would expose the fickle nature of the recording companies and consumers. Because once his style became trendy, everyone wanted a piece. While he was the first one to really place it at the forefront.
You're all gonna hate until it's up, until you're up. That's when everyone's gonna start jumping on it. I'm saying, trying to show love and that. Just watch out, bro. Stay woke.
Of his music. Many people were skeptical of the sound on his debut album.
Don't believe in it until it works.
Was essentially just a novelty. Think how most people see the squeak rap of 645 AR today. With T-Pain still a newcomer in the game.
I don't want to hate. I don't want to do this guy like they did T-Pain. I don't want to unintentionally have an age like fine wine clip. But broski, I swear that if in the next 5 to 10, 20 years, squeaky rap is the new thing, then hip-hop is officially dead. Squeaky rap. it's like I don't want to hear about you. Do you at the end of the day? I'm not gonna tell man don't stop doing that. I don't even. This is my first time even hearing of him and that type of music. But bro, squeaky rap, big man. Squeaky rap, big man.
Someone else had to legitimize his patented sound, and looking back, he credited a rapper you wouldn't necessarily expect with making it acceptable. And in Payne's view, the sense of someone else having to take what he does and make it cool has been a recurring trend in his career.
Was there any resistance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all it was. It was only resistance until somebody
This
cool
guy's
did
voice
it.
was
Did
funny.
Who made it cool?
This guy's voice
Snoop,
is funny.
Snoop did it. Then it was totally fine. Everybody was like, okay, I guess we can listen to it.
Isn't that funny, man? How like you look at something back and like today, no one would believe that you went through resistance.
Yeah.
But at the time, I remember that it was nuts.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I just went through it again. I did a hook in 2014. Erica Banks picked up the hook in 2020, it had to be, or 2019 or 2020. She put the song out, Erica Banks, T-Pain. Not really anybody paid attention to it. Glorilla just found the same hook.
The one that I'm hearing right now.
The one that you're hearing right now. She just found it this year, and it's a smash. Same hook, same beat, nothing different.
Oh,
just
yeah, that's
Glorilla
all.
instead of Erica Banks.
Yeah.
One's more popular.
We're big Glorilla fans.
So it's incredible.
Sure enough, the auto-tune sound was widely adopted in the aftermath of Snoop's
How
sensual
did-
seduction,
how does
and
Snoop
people
do
were
it then?
suddenly
I wanna
banging
hear
on
it.
T-Pain's door for assistance. But if he thought this was the fast track to love and appreciation from his fellow artists, then Teddy Boy was in for a rude awakening that would be
Teddy
a
Boy?
sign of the
Oh,
uphill
nah.
battles he'd face much of his career. Following the success of his original trilogy of albums, Kanye West became infatuated with the auto-tune sound, and he quickly enlisted the help of its master to bring the sound to life. I co-signed his whole album. I just flew in last night from Hawaii, working. T-Pain told MTV on the set of Sierra's Go Girl video, his whole album is crazy, and is definitely a different kind of Kanye. As far as Love Lockdown goes, he did that whole thing himself. He just had me in mind. 808s is really all Kanye. I'm just here to keep it from sounding adult contemporary. But even though
What that
Kanye
mean?
actively called upon T-Pain for help, that didn't mean he had to respect him. And as he recalled,
Oh,
Ye was
nah.
dissing him during the recording process.
There was many times when I was working on 808s and Heartbreaks with him. He came up with this song for me, and it wasn't a good song. It was basically describing how whack my ideas was that I was coming up with, and he made everybody in the studio join in with him to sing the song like T-Pain shit is weak. Like it was real, like it was actually pretty lyrical. I actually thought he
That's
should have put it on the
crazy,
record
bro.
at some point. But it would have been a diss record, so I thought that was
That much
fucked up.
effort
But I mean, it was
on
fun
a song.
until that song started.
This is someone that is
Soon after,
literally helping.
808s and Heartbreak would push autotune to a level of mainstream popularity that it never had reached before. And as the sound exploded, demand for T-Pain's approach increased just as quickly. That surge translated into an overwhelming number of feature requests. While features can be beneficial, T-Pain later explained that they also come with trade-offs. In an interview with The Fader, he broke down how collaborating often requires sacrificing parts of your own identity in order to fit someone else's record. As he put it, when I get on a song with somebody else, it's not the T-Pain that you would hear by myself. For him, features weren't about repeating the same formula, but about adapting to someone else's creative space. He then explained that this constant
Damn.
adjustment is what makes features challenging,
BBL
and
before
why many
BBL?
artists struggle with them.
Was
When
that
you get
natty?
pigeonholed into a certain style, it lessens your ability to do features. He said, adding that artists who refuse to change or conform often find
Black
their
cat lives,
opportunities limited. What separated T-Pain was his flexibility. I feel like the ability that I have to match an artist and really complement the artist is a big part in me doing features, he explained, while noting that many artists remain stuck in their ways. That adaptability made him one of the most sought-after collaborators in the industry. During his initial run, the demand was constant. His phone rang daily, with DJ Khaled being one of the most frequent callers. T-Pain recalled Khaled sending beats late at night and insisting on immediate turnarounds, sometimes asking for vocals to be recorded and returned the same night so the song could be released the next day. They say you make hay while the sun shines, and when T-Pain was in demand, he took every opportunity possible, working with everyone from his label boss Akon,
Might as well get
Chris
the bag,
Brown,
innit?
Jamie Foxx, Plies, Flo Rida, Lil Wayne, The Lonely Island,
Rida.
and more. But that degree of request for his services had its problems that anyone in the industry would face if they were that hot at one point. For one thing, it led to some serious sacrifices in his personal life.
So then Buy You a Drink obviously took you to another atmosphere.
Yeah.
Now, what was the story behind that?
Man, I actually didn't want to
It's
do
a trick,
like,
nigga, buying a bunch of drinks for people.
You said you didn't want to do
I
it?
didn't want to do that song at all. It was the one song I like needed on my album. Snap music was popular at the time.
Yeah.
And my A&R was like, dude, you gotta do at least one Snap song. I was like, I'll do it, but I'm gonna do my version of it. And that was like the last song I recorded for the album. And that's what made them like, okay, we can put this out now. And I did not want to do that fucking song.
Well, why did you stop?
I had to.
Why?
Because it was taking over everything. Just my career was just my life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I wanted to, like, you know, my kids made two different people. Like, when they saw me on TV, they would call that person Other Daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, and when I would get
Oh,
home,
damn.
like, you know, they wouldn't run to me and shit like
Oh,
that.
nah, that's
Like, I've
deep,
been on the
that's
road
deep,
for fucking
that's
2
deep,
months.
that's
You ain't
deep.
seen me. And it was like, we saw you. You've been on the TV. We saw you.
But beyond that, he didn't acquire the
Damn,
money
that's so
he should have
mind.
because he didn't always charge for features, only to find out that his kindness wouldn't always be returned.
A lot of people don't know. Most
One of the biggest things I hate, bro, people taking advantage of your kindness. This guy was doing some of the long list of features for free. I thought this guy was getting his bag, like I just said. Might as well get the bag. Nah, T-Pain is different, man. I've got a different type of respect for him now.
of those features I did
Fair
back
enough.
in 2008 and 9 and 10, I did all of them for free. And
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean I did all of them for free, and all I wanted you to do was get back on my shit. That's it. I just wanted to even swap because
Fair
I was
enough,
gonna
'cause that's
charge
what
you
M
just
does
what
as
you charged
well.
me. So I did a lot of stuff for free, and then
If I hop on your thing, hop on my
you know
thing,
what I'm saying?
bro.
But even
Pause.
if I got somebody to even try to be on the song, they would come back and charge, and I'm like, well, remember the.
Although this financial exploitation would have been a bitter pill to swallow, it was far from the only issue that T-Pain was facing, because with his auto-tuned voice being heard from every club, it seemed like he would inevitably reach a point of oversaturation where audiences just said that it was enough. Until then, he was going to keep riding high.
Nobody runs out of money apparently, so the fuck do I need to check in for? It's just gonna keep going up and up.
Okay.
Fucking crazy.
So the peak for you would have been 2007 when you were on 3 like bona fide #1 hits.
Absolutely.
One
for
of
sure.
which is a diamond platinum.
Yes.
10 million sales.
Absolutely.
That's the Flo Rida Low song. And so you're on top of the world.
On top of the
And-
world.
And it's never gonna stop.
Yeah, like why the fuck would I check it?
Right.
Yeah.
If
He's
you're
not checking
rude to check.
It's
You know,
rude to
he's not waking up, looking at his B of A with his coffee in the morning, like.
But as it turned out, the problems that really spelled T-Pain's initial downfall didn't come from fans getting tired of his sound. They came from other artists beginning to push back against him in a way that completely shook his confidence and sent him into a dark spiral. And when your entire life starts becoming public property, that's when things get dangerous. Not just for your career, but for your real life. Because once your name, your address, your family, your phone number, and your personal
shoot.
business are floating around online, it becomes open season for scammers, stalkers, fake accounts, and people trying to take advantage of you while you're already down. Which is exactly why I want to take a quick second to talk about today's sponsor, that finds the data, not just getting this isn't and people trying to dig into your life. Because if they can't find you, though this is your digital Louaista, that's incognito. Protect your name, protect your sponsoring today's video. But now let's get back into it. When Jay-Z took to the stage at Summer Jam in 2009, T-Pain informed Hove that he was excited to see his performance and made way through the backstage area to watch the performance firsthand. But what he didn't know was that on that famed Hot 97 stage where Jay originally launched his war against Nas and Mobb Deep with Takeover, he had a new target, T-Pain's signature sound. In a track called DOA, which is the death of autotune,
Yo,
Jay
you gotta
both
see me
shouts out
online.
T-Pain and decries his effect on music, telling other artists that they're T-Paining too much. And despite whatever his intentions were, Teddy now reflects on it as though it were a low point for his career, with Jay officially declaring what he did no longer cool.
When I first heard the song, I didn't even pay attention to him saying that. I didn't even know he said my name in the song. I was just so shocked, like, what the fuck, man? So, but you know, once I sat down to listen to it, I was like, oh, he's talking about rappers. Okay, I get that.
And as it turned out, the song actually helped T-Pain to make a decision that he was already taking steps towards, and that was to fall
so it
back.
wasn't that
For
bad?
what he did became a curse upon the
He's talking about
airwaves.
rappers, isn't it?
Did it affect you in any way? Did you see any slowdown at that
It
point?
affected
Was
the
it?
shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he's just laughing at
and the
everything,
crazy
man.
thing was, I was on so much music.
That's
at
how you know
that
he's been
point,
for a lot.
We was already planning on fucking like stopping. I was gonna disappear for a while. So it was already in place for me to do that. But at the same time, when that song happened, it happened like 2 months before we were planning to do it. And it just seemed like I disappeared because of the song.
At the time, this was a very public issue between hip-hop's so-called old guard and a new generation that was redrawing the boundaries of what it meant to rap or sing. And while he didn't necessarily appreciate it, there is a sense that he saw what Jay was trying to do. However, the backbiting within the industry can take an immense toll on an artist's well-being, and while he took Jay's critiques in his stride, the same couldn't be said when a comment from a fellow star finally brought him down. This was his infamous confrontation on a plane with Usher. After asking the flight attendant to connect them, Payne was blindsided by what his fellow hitmaker had to say.
So I got up and went back, and it was like, how's everything going? Quick small talk, no big deal. And he was like, man, I want to tell you something, man. He was like, man, you kind of fucked up music. I don't even think I realized this for a long time. That's the very moment that started like a 4-year depression for me.
And from there, he struggled with it for years.
Now, cars,
That
when
is
the moment
crazy,
you come out
though.
that lot,
Oh,
that
sure.
shit depreciate. Damn near 40%. So I saw that car, I said, ooh. I said, Payne, I don't know. He said, nigga, I'm shitting on these niggas. I said, yeah, you are. You shitting on me too, nigga. I gotta give it to you. But nigga, he was shitting on everybody.
But a more troubling aspect of this is that it not only sent T-Pain down a road towards self-doubt, but spoke to how he'd continually be discredited and disregarded in spite of the strides forward he took. After Jay declared the death of autotune, T-Pain took the hiatus that he discussed. But where his previous 2 albums debuted within the top 10, and his singles or features regularly bagged the top spots, 2011's Revolver peaked at number 28. And as for hit tracks, he hasn't appeared in the top 10 on the charts since 2010. And as he tried to hold on to the limelight, his trademark look descended into self-parody. With that, he was no longer seen as the wizard he once was. And soon, the downsides of fame had time to seep in.
Saw you on Jesus and Mero saying that big ass chain you had back in the day.
Yay!
That was your
Oh, no.
that purchase.
Oh, for
It
sure.
was literally cool with big ass shit.
Yeah.
And where money was once no object,
Bro,
his
I love
spending got
stuff
out
like
of
that,
control
man.
around the time that the big checks gradually stopped.
Yeah, that's what Lambos looked like back in the day.
1.2.
And you spent $1.2 million
Yeah.
and got rid of it a week later.
Not a week later. I had it for about 5 months.
And why'd you get rid of it? They said you needed brakes or something?
I broke it. I put a hole in the radiator.
His convict label boss,
Wait.
Akon, saw this.
Why is this because Javon was using it, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna leave down the video because that was crazy, bro. What's wrong with me?
Firsthand, recalling that he basically banked.
Wait, hold on. Doesn't Akon use auto-tune? So did T-Pain arise before Akon? But Akon is his label boss, so that's not possible then. So wasn't Akon, or did Akon start using auto-tune after T-Pain popularized it? Sometimes videos like this make you think, you know what I'm saying?
himself in the pursuit of trying to keep stunting.
Yo, Dave, I'm gonna bully you in my
got to a
video.
certain level of his career where he was competing with me too. Interesting. Right? So we would have real conversations. I'd be like, yeah, Payne, I don't think you need to buy that car. But I noticed that every time I bought a car, Payne would come and try to outdo it. Then he pulled up on me in a Bugatti. I said, nigga. At that time, the car was like 1.7 million.
These struggles in themselves spoke to the hazardous nature of the music industry's success, because once it begins to slip through your fingers, there's no telling how far you can fall. Thankfully for T-Pain, it never reached the extremes that others endured.
Thankfully.
But that doesn't mean he hasn't been extensively humbled over the years once projects like Oblivion started peaking at number 155 on the charts. At some stages, even attempted collaborations were destroyed by T-Pain's influence and track record being taken for even attempted collaborations were taken at number 155 on the charts. At some stages, even attempted collaborations were destroyed by T-Pain's influence and track record being taken for granted. Just look at how Travis Scott and his crew treated him long after he should have been given his respect.
Started going into how I do production and I'm just like, you know what, because blah blah blah, and the whole time I'm looking at my computer and doing shit. I'm like, cause when I do this type of shit right here, blah blah blah, and I do this, and he's back here with his whole voice. So I don't know what they're doing back there, and I'm just moving my mouse around on my computer, and then I turn around and I'm like, so everybody in the room dead sleep.
No.
Knocked the fuck out. Travis is somehow also asleep, standing up. Don't know how. Don't know what the fuck happened. Bro, I was only talking for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Over time, the scale of the public's disinterest in hearing his trademark sound truly came into focus when a massive one-up tour had been cancelled due to poor ticket sales. And in a sign of the trademark honesty that he's become known for, T-Pain broached the subject head-on via Instagram in October of 2019. And where other people have been accused of falsifying personal reasons and other half-baked excuses, Pain refused to deceive the audience.
I'm gonna tell myself to cancel the one-up DLC tour because it just would have been a bad look for me and it wouldn't have been entertaining for y'all. So now let me tell you, I was advised to lie about this and say that I needed some time or I needed some alone time or me time and
this industry like that, so left, bro.
I needed time to spend with my family or some medical attention or something like that. Just don't make it look like we fucked up. We fucked up. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. That's not. I know, and most artists lie. Whenever concerts get canceled or tours get canceled, it's for low ticket sales. It ain't really about, whatever the fuck reason they say. And I think that's wrong. That's fucked up.
Where most rappers would see this as a clear loss of faith and potentially damaging to their reputation, people appreciated the realness that T-Pain was providing. Because let's face it, that can often be in short supply in the rap and R&B realms where everything is an illusion. The dude is very honest and sincere. He practically puts all the blame on himself. That takes a lot of humility. I can respect that and I hope the best for him going forward. Watching this humble ass apology to his fans, I'm team T-Pain. By being raw and honest, T-Pain suddenly regained an audience who appreciated the willingness to cut through the facade and tell the truth about what's really going down. And not only that, this led to a re-evaluation of his true place in the industry. Since he re-entered the public's good graces, T-Pain has learned that there's money to be made in sharing his opinions far and wide. And with the rise of the online landscape that we exist in today, he found the perfect avenue in streaming. Here, he found a permanent outlet to divulge his views on the world of hip-hop and everything in between. Through the benefit of his experience, he sure has a lot to say.
Boy, that's sick, like the chair is moving as well.
Back in the day, he had the likes of Jay discrediting what he had to offer to the sound. Now, he's actively complaining about how everything he was hearing today was identical, prompting even some of those who weren't all that fond of his music finding themselves agreeing with him.
Just, god damn it! Do some different music! We have all the shit that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dumb Baby is already doing it. It's literally 2 niggas with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Stop sending me this bullshit. And then get mad when I fucking do it. Jesus, goddamn tap dancing Christ.
I may not be a fan of T-Pain, but he's right. Most of these rappers and other mainstream artists sound the same, but he by no means stopped there. Considering the attention these clips got, T-Pain realized it was in his best interest to be a voice of authority when it came to exposing the secrets of the game, even if sometimes he doesn't always tell people what they want to hear. For one thing, he's pushed back on the whole slave contract idea that a lot of artists repeat, explaining that while labels do take advantage of young artists who are eager to sign, those artists still make the choice to give up long-term rights for quick money.
When everybody said, oh, my record label's controlling me and I can't get out of this deal and y'all need to let me go, bro, the record label's sitting back like, we're controlling you because we gave you $10 million. And you think you're going, wait a minute, you think you're about to do whatever you want to do with our money? And then you think you're about to get out of your deal scot-free without paying us back our money? You didn't do anything. Your shit flopped. The $10 million we gave you was for you to make a dope project that wasn't gonna flop. You already broke your fucking contract. So now you think we're gonna let you go away and just get out of this deal while still owing us money? No.
For T-Pain, dispensing this kind of knowledge is as easy to him as a rapper who will make a deeply capped claim. As where others keep the myths and pretense, he's happy to lift the lid on things like surprise albums.
When it seems like people just drop music, like let's say somebody will tweet something that says album Friday, boom, and then everything goes into a frenzy like, wait, bitch, we're not what the fuck? We're not ready for this. You got an album coming out Friday? What's going on? It's not the labels. It's the PR companies. It's the fucking people I had my fucking meeting with today. It's the people that's trying to do that for me. It's the people, it's the PR companies, public relations. Now, these people need to see how well your relationship is with the public in order to know how they're gonna react to something like that. So, when somebody says album Friday, first of all, they've been working on that fucking album for 6 months. So it's not like, oh, I just recorded these songs in the last 2 weeks and I'm just gonna drop them real quick.
Some songs take like 2 years to come out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
From there, he divulged information on how the charts are rigged, and even proceeded to disclose some things that are counted towards sales figures that you'd never anticipate.
YouTube ads. You know the things on YouTube when you can skip them after 5 seconds? You can buy those. And anytime one of those, like it can advertise your album. It can advertise your album, right? But anytime one of those reaches 5 seconds, it counts as a stream. So if I wanted to promote my album on YouTube and it turns out to be one of them ads that you can watch it for 5 seconds and then you can skip it if you want to, or you can watch the whole thing. But if you skip it, I still got my 5 seconds and that counts as a stream. So it's
on YouTube, yeah?
It's a bitch.
In fact, he divulged so much information that he had people concerned for his well-being, as though he were a real whistleblower. I say this before and I'ma say this again. Protect and pray for T-Pain at all costs. The big-time players in the industry don't want their secrets out. As he established his platform and the views rolled in, Pain revealed that streaming was more lucrative than music ever was.
I'm making more money off of video games than I've made in the last 4 years. No, just playing them.
Wait, you're making money playing video games? So that's playing them on Twitch?
Yeah.
And still, the shots at hip-hop's inner workings didn't stop either, as he discussed the ludicrous nature of trying to align the street image with the realities of the market-oriented major label music industry.
The most gangster you know will take a picture, send it to the PR company. The PR company will take out their scars and wrinkles and bullshit, send it back to them and say, hey, here's what you say album Friday. It's so stupid. How can you call yourself a real and a gangster and you got, oh my God, I'm tired. But I'm fake for telling the truth. That's the craziest thing in the world to me.
And while much of his criticism of the culture is very broad, there are other instances where he gets very specific about what artists should do, or even those who he feels have wronged him. Recently, he advised Drake to depart from the industry.
Yo, Drake is just such a meme. Wherever I see this guy or hear his, I just laugh.
His entourage in the process.
The one thing I learned from Drake, and here's the crazy thing, one thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words. Drake said, I want to be one of the people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I have ever since said, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something. Let me know if you heard it. Drake is like, no, listen. Okay, I got another one. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Y'all didn't like that one? Okay, real quick. Just one more. Let me try one more. And then he's the person that he said, he didn't want to be. And I learned that from him. Like when he said that, I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I was like, you know what?
And while most people tend to agree with him, this was one instance where people felt it was maybe a byproduct of sour grapes, of Drake existing in the same space he did, yet more successfully.
T-Pain, with this story being said, you could see why he might have some resentment for Drake. But I just wish that T-Pain would just say it like, yo, bro, I don't really rock with dude. He was supposed to give me these records. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go.
But if there's any one issue in the culture that T-Pain is really amped about, it's the lack of real, tangible loyalty in the game. Because while he did plenty for people, he felt that it wasn't returned by people he thought was his friend, most notably DJ Khaled.
What have you learned about this business?
The way DJ Khaled just began to expose
Nobody
so much.
is your brother. Nobody.
Come on, Pain, don't do that. Pain,
Nobody is your brother. I've had DJ Khaled and everybody done told me I'm your brother. Do not believe that shit.
Lord have mercy.
Everybody's your brother while they can
Louaista.
use you. Everybody is your brother while they can use you. Nobody is your brother. That is the quickest and the most consistent thing that I've learned through this whole thing.
Despite everything he had to suffer and the hard road back to the respect he deserved, T-Pain ultimately got the payoff after selling his catalog to Harborview Equity. I'm excited for this next chapter and to partner with Harborview Equity as they help preserve the legacy of my music, the singer said in a statement caught by Variety. This catalog represents years of hard work, creativity, and unforgettable moments, and I'm grateful to see it continue to reach new heights. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. And long after he once seemed on the cusp of bankruptcy, Pain has enough to truly celebrate again.
What made you sell your
catalog? I like that Club Husband track.
The amount of money that they gave me for my catalog, it literally would have took me 100 years to make that money. I calculated it and I was like,
damn, the rappers don't make that much then.
Why would I say? And they were like, look, here's how much you're making per year off of this. We're gonna give you 100 years worth of money right here all at once.
Okay.
Why would you? Yeah. I didn't think that was a hard.
Did you discuss it with wife? And she's like, hey, check this out. This company came to me, this venture capitalist or this recording, whatever.
I'll discuss it with my wife.
She say, why you ask me that question? You know damn well you supposed to have said yes on the spot.
Above the financial rewards that he's now reaping for sticking to his guns, what T-Pain can really take pride in is that after all of the difficult roads he's had to walk, his decisions have been validated. And as both a man who refused to sugarcoat things and an innovator that changed the game as we know it, there's simply nothing left to do but salute T-Pain for everything he's given to the music game that we love. He's a real one. As always, it's your boy Louaista, and I want to thank y'all for watching today's video. As always, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, man. He's a real one, bro. So am I.